Welcome, everyone. I am Gurvinder Ravery, and I'm here with Suitcase Gals for our Unravel Travel Series number 5. Our Unravel Travel Series are usually, we do this every third Tuesday of every month to try to bring you some really uh, great tips of things that you will need when you're traveling. So today's Unravel Travel Series is about preparing for your trip and giving you and providing you some airplane tips that would make it easier for you when you're flying. So again, I'm Gervy, and Leslie is actually traveling today, so she is unable to make it today. But we will proceed and allow her to have an amazing time as we go through all of these fun tips today. So, a little bit about us. Leslie and I, it's a women led business, started this in 2021, and our goals are pretty simple. It's a safe place to allow women over 40 to make friends, travel safely, enjoy some delicious food and wine, and support each other. So we basically will curate trips that we've had requests from our travelers, or trips that have been really successful with women in previously. And one example is we have a fantastic trip to Croatia that's posted for this month or next month, I'm sorry. And we already probably have about 4 people for the next one that we're going to be holding, hopefully in 24 or 25. So we really listen to fellow suitcase gals to see what people are looking for. And it's basically for you, the traveler, a very seamless opportunity to travel. We do all the work, we go through and curate all of our trips, and basically the trips for you are seamless. So they're arranged to allow you to immerse in the culture, to have a lot of me time as well. We have seen that during a lot of our trips, a lot of the suitcase gals opt to stay together and travel together and experience together during their me time. But all your tours and everything else are completely arranged prior to leaving. And we have a number of women who are married, single, divorced, widowed, you name it. They're struggling to find a travel partner, and we're here to support that and encourage you to get out and explore. So we have single and double occupancy, which makes it really convenient. But that's Suitcase Gals in Whole, and we are all over social media. So please follow along. And without further ado, I'm going to try to make this presentation to keep it under 30 minutes to be respectful of your time, and it will live on YouTube. So please feel free to explore and watch this a little bit later as well. So a little bit about what my number one tip would be when getting on the airplane is pack a smaller bag. So you have your carry-on bag. You probably already checked in your bag if you're going international, and now you have your carry-on. Within your carry-on, I would pack a smaller bag, whether it's your purse that you're going to keep with you in the seat or whatever it may be, but with all your essentials so that you don't have to go rummaging up above when you're in the airplane. You can just stay seated and you have all of your belongings with you in the seat. So again, a smaller bag is a really good key rule of thumb. Hydration. One of the biggest things is pack a reusable water bottle. And I would find one that's, maybe not so bulky and not so large, something that's easily packable that you can carry with you. Remember, as you're going through security, you don't want that bottle full, but as soon as you've come through security, you can fill that water bottle up with some water or anything else. My thing is iced tea. I know, sometimes you got to run to the bathroom a little more, but it's what I always fill my water bottle up before I get on the airplane. And I think it's really key because sometimes that water station may not, the drink station may not come around. So it's nice to already have a drink with you that you can already have so that if they don't come around for about an hour, you have a drink ready to go. And if you do want to fill it with water, remember that most airports do have the filling stations now, which makes it really, really handy. And the other thing is, you should be sipping some water as you're on the airplane every, maybe hour or so, a few minutes or so, just to stay hydrated. It really helps. And alcohol and caffeine can dehydrate you. So just know that it's a good thing to have some water when you're on board. And again, having it with you prior to boarding is a great rule of thumb, just in case that drink cart doesn't come by. Dress in layers. This is key when you're on the airplane because it can be pretty chilly when you're actually flying. So, base layers, maybe a tank top or a t shirt, but something breathable and light, right? And then add on that maybe a long sleeve shirt, something really lightweight as well, and or a sweater. And then I would top that off with the light jacket. Or some people will do like a shawl or a scarf or something of that. And remember, a scarf can double up as like a little, pillow type thing. So it's a really fun and nice thing to have on board because it does work in different ways. Bottoms, I would do something stretchy. Don't wear a pair of jeans that you've never worn before that are uncomfortable when you're sitting. Um, Joggers are great too, especially for long flights. Comfort is key. Socks, compression socks are great to have. I have not personally used these yet, but I have to tell you on my next long haul, I will be purchasing the compression socks because I did feel on our suitcase gals trip from Paris that we just returned from, I felt like I could probably have used those because I was really restless. But they'll also keep your feet really warm, which is a really nice thing as well. Slip-on shoes or shoes that are really easy to get, on and off, especially if you're on a long haul and you want to kind of kick off your feet. Definitely have some socks. Don't touch the ground. But yeah, so really having some layers, light layers are best, so you're not really bulky, is key as well. Wipe down your area. I would definitely pack some disinfected wet ones. You could either do the wipes or you could do the spray, whatever you feel is more your speed. I like to take the package of wet ones and keep that. And as soon as I sit down, I start wiping. Don't forget the tray table, your armrests. One thing people do forget are the seat belts. So just make sure you do those as well and your buttons above. It's really, really, really helpful. I don't know. It just makes me feel better because they don't have that time to completely clean these days because flights are landing and flights are boarding. So just make sure you have a pack of wet ones or hand sanitizer as you're boarding the plane. Okay, download entertainment. This is key. So, yes, airplanes, especially internationally, will have movies, but what if that system is not working or the system in front of your seat is not working? I would just be prepared. You don't need to download a ton of them, but download some movies from Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever your favorite streaming, subscription is, and have those with you. You can even download some podcasts. That's a really good thing to watch as well. And pack your earbuds or your headphones. They provide a much better sound quality than the ones that they're handing out. Yes, they hand them out for free, but I feel like you do hear a lot of the airplane noise when you're using those. So just pack your own. It's a good rule of thumb to pack your own. Okay, chargers and external power bank and adapters. So this is a really good rule of thumb as well because some airlines don't have the power outlets to charge your phones, especially if you're watching things or listening to music on your phone. So it's a really good rule of thumb to have a backup battery pack and also make sure you have the right cord that goes with it. With all these new phones now, it is it's challenging because you have the high-speed lightning charger, but it's a completely different cord. So just make sure you have your right cords and you check all that before you even leave to the airport. Pack your headphones, as we mentioned, and having that external power bank is a really good thing also when you're in destination, because you may be out on a tour for, let's say, 5 hours and taking a lot of pictures or videos, and your phone may start draining. So it's a nice thing to have with you while you're also touring during the day. All right, I'm going to take a look really quick to see if I have any. No, I'm just kind of moving through this alone. So please apologize. If you have any questions, you can definitely follow up with me as well. But I can't see most of the questions right now as I'm going. So I do apologize for that. Be prepared. Neck pillows and eye masks. There are so many different varieties on suitcasegals.com. We also have a little Amazon favorite tab that you can take a look at, but try to find a sleeping pillow that is comfy for you. There's so many different types on the market now. And then an eye mask if you're flying overnight and you want it to be really dark, because there could be other passengers that have their light on that, could be a little frustrating for you. So packing that eye mask as well is a good thing. And if you have any earplugs, maybe you want to do that too. I highly recommend packing a few snacks just in case you get a little hungry. And again, if that cart doesn't come through, or if you have some favorites that you want to snack on, it's a good thing to pack some snacks on your little bag that you're going to keep with you in your airplane seat. Staying fresh, it's good when you land to have some little facial wipes or a little lip balm, things of that sort that'll just kind of wake you up and get you going because you've now reached your destination. And limiting your cabin baggage. Obviously, we all know less is more, but I would highly recommend, one carry on, one check in for international, and try not to pack it completely because you may be doing some shopping. So it's a good thing to have some room on there. And again, have that handy bag that you can keep in your seat with you so you don't have to keep going up to your carry on. Medications is a big thing. Don't forget to pack that on the airplane, and keep in mind time change, because you may need your medication at a certain time and the time has changed now at your destination. All right. Mind your neighbors. So just be cautious when you're reclining your seat, especially during meals. I usually kind of take a look back to see who's sitting back there, if they're really tall, and if I need to move my seat back or not. So just be cautious of your neighbors before we just kind of press the button and whoosh all the way back. All right. So those were kind of some of my tips that I had that I've come up with. If you have others, I would highly, highly, highly appreciate if you could put them in the comments, maybe. That would be really helpful. But these are some of the things that will get us started for getting on that airplane and having a really comfortable flight. And for our Unravel travel series, this will actually be uploaded onto YouTube directly. So you can leave comments there as well. And any of our past Unravel travel series, we have on our YouTube channel that you can actually watch. Just to let you know, we just took a trip to Paris, and that will all be uploaded to our YouTube channel as well. And then October on the 24th, we have a Zoom, which is zooming into TripIt. So I don't know if any of you have used the TripIt app, but what a great app. It's your digital travel buddy to keep you organized while you are traveling. And then on November 21st, we are having a Unravel travel series on Rerouting 101, navigating the maze of delays and cancellations. And I think it's great timing because it will be done right before the holidays. So you get a little, some key pointers on what it is that you should be doing if your flight gets delayed or canceled. And then we've got trips on our website that you should take a look at. These are for 2024. We have a Morocco escape, and we have 3 more spaces on that trip. We also have a Galentine's cruise that's coming up. and a Greece escape. This is going to be phenomenal as well. That's coming up in October. We are taking deposits for all of these now. So just an FYI, if you have any questions, please reach out to Leslie or myself, and we can answer those for you. And there are others, but I just kind of put these out there. We've got our Canyon Country Adventures. This is a great train ride. So anybody who is into the national parks, what a great way to see them. And continue to please follow and connect with us. We are, most of you have received our new newsletter. Please sign up for that as well. And if you haven't received an email for that, us an email and we'll get you on that list to get us get in newsletter to you. But other than that, that wraps up today. And again, if you came in late, please feel free to watch this right on YouTube. It's just going to be uploaded there now. And we look forward to seeing you at our next Unravel Travel series. And let me see, I just want to make sure. So our next one is October 24th, and it will be at 2 o'clock, and we're zooming into TripIt, your digital travel buddy. So if you're not using TripIt now, I would highly recommend you show up for that Unravel Travel series. It's going to be a good one. Have a great day. Thank you for joining, and I will see you at our next Unravel Travel series.